Okay, today let's take a look at how our kindergarten, first, and second grade students can get into Seesaw using a school district issued Chromebook and a copy of the QR code that the school district has provided the parent and students. So, what's a QR code? Well, here's an example of the QR code that would be provided to a student. And when you open up the lid on your Chromebook, if it's one that came from one of the elementary schools, it should be set up so that you can use a QR code to log in. So you would come here and you would click on Next, and this screen will pop up. And it basically says it's turned the camera on, and it just wants you to hold this QR code up in front of the camera. It got a green check, and it went ahead and it logged the student in. Come over here, and we've got this screen that says all set. You're ready to start using the Chromebook, and you just have to click Get Started. You're now logged into the Chromebook. I'm going to temporarily pause this video, and then I'm going to restart it and show you, once you're logged in like we are here, what you would do to get into Seesaw. Okay, we're now remoted into that computer so you can see it a little clearer than me just taking a picture of the screen. And I want to make you aware of, up here is the menu bar where you put in your address of someplace you want to go, like google.com or hotmail.com or whatever you're using. But just to the right of this, there's a little blue C, which as I hover over it with the mouse, it says Clever. That's what we're going to use to access Seesaw very easily. Since we used the QR code to get into the computer to begin with, all we're going to have to do is click on this C. Now you're saying, what happens if that C is not showing up on your screen? Well, just to the right of that, there's a little puzzle piece. And when I hovered over it, it said extensions. And I could see that these are all things that have been installed by the school district automatically. And the only one that's blue right now is Clever. If I was to unpin it, now you notice up here it disappeared. It's no longer showing up. That means it's unpinned from that area. But we're going to go ahead and leave it pinned there. But there's a possibility that when you log into your student's computer and you look for that Clever, that little blue C, it might not be there. And if it isn't, don't be concerned. The puzzle piece will show up. Just click on the little puzzle piece. It will show you all the extensions that are installed, and you can turn them on and off by clicking on the little pin there. We're going to leave the blue one, the Clever one, blue, and leave it turned on. Now what do? Okay, all you have to do to get into Seesaw is click on Clever. Because we used the QR code already to log in, we don't even have to log into Clever again. We just clicked on it and it took us in. Now these are all programs that we have access to because we logged in with Clever, and we're talking about Seesaw. Seesaw is right here. I'm going to click on it. It opens up in a new window. It automatically starts up, and we are in Clever. We're in Seesaw, and we're ready to get started with our classwork. Okay, it was that simple. I'm going to close it. All I'm going to do is close the tab. I'm going to close this tab right here because this is the Clever tab. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to go through those steps one more time. I was in a remote desktop there, so you could see this. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to make sure that I have the little C for Clever. As I hover over it, it lights up, and I go ahead and I log in, and we are good to go. I'm going to go to Seesaw, and we are all set. It's that simple. Thank you for your patience and your attention tonight.